Hey guys, this is Fang and VA here, coming at you with a video I've been trying to record for most of the day, but keep being interrupted by whatever.
Yeah.
This is why I gotta get a freaking studio built, so I can just go in there and record, not bring my phone in, so I'm not being bothered.
Yeah. Now, so I am here as well, guys.
Yep. I'm not gonna complain too much. Obviously I do have a life outside of YouTube, right? Because I do have dogs I have to take care of. So that's.
Yeah, I understand that too. I have to.
Yeah. It's just that I just want to get this video done.
Yeah.
So, anyways.
Let's get right into it.
So anyways, today's video is something I've been wanting. I got inspired by because of some videos popped up on my feed, on my YouTube recommendations list, and I'm the type of person that gets inspired easily, which is why I need to start writing down video ideas.
Yeah.
And I know you guys, this isn't a lore video, but I want to get this out of my system. So this is going to be a discussion, a Sonic discussion about the sudden weird, change of reception towards Sonic Adventure 2, to where, it hasn't changed to the point like more people hate it than love it. It's there's still people that still love SA2 than people that hate it.
Hate it, yeah.
And my biggest problem with Sonic haters nowadays is that, are they actual Sonic fans, or are they poser fans? As in jumping on, the Sonic has always sucked bandwagon that IGN started, who knows, I forget how many years ago.
God, that's been a long time ago since IGN did that. It's been a while.
As a Sonic,
I forgot exactly the year, but it has been a while.
It was when Sonic Mania was announced. So 2017, if I recall. Either
it's been a good few years. Yeah.
That, I remember when that happened, that angered me as a Sonic fan. I was like, really? Really?
I don't love it when IGN decides to cause a lot of,
IGN also doesn't get Kingdom Hearts either. I know that Cynical, aka the Gamer Joint, had a big issue with IGN when, they would cover Kingdom Hearts.
Mm-hmm. There's a lot of games IGN just doesn't get.
Especially the infamous one with Alpha Sapphire, with how, one of the comments was too much water.
Yeah, it's like it's a remake of Sapphire and
Ruby. It's like, have you played those?
Ruby, has anyone in your team ever played those?
Yeah.
There's a lot of water.
Yeah. Gen 3 has a crap ton of water. That's a proven fact. And to be honest, as someone that likes water in Pokemon games, I like fishing in Pokemon games, I like surfing on my Pokemon in Pokemon games, I'll take water, a lot of water, over anything in Pokemon games,
Exactly.
Especially with the water graphics in Pokemon, which has always looked so refreshing and all that, and
oh, yeah.
And it's like, I know that Sonic Adventure 2 comes from an era of gaming that, 3D games, 3D, polygons, and, just the whole 3D, gaming, 3D game, oh my god, 3D polygon games was still a new thing. The fact of the matter is, the PS2, GameCube, the Dreamcast, and the OG Xbox were the second generation that had 3D gaming. Now, yes, there were consoles that emulated 3D polygons, obviously with the N64, with Star Fox, and then with Sega, with the Sega CD. attachment for the Dreamcast. I mean, not the Dreamcast, the Genesis / Mega Drive.
Yes.
But the first true 3D console was the N64, PS1, and the Sega Saturn. You know,
you aren't wrong on that.
And that's another thing too, though. Now is that now people are saying that Super Mario 64 is aged poorly. But here's one difference.
Yeah.
People give that game a pass because it's Mario, and Mario can't do no wrong. While with Sonic, they always have to freaking bash, the freaking Sonic franchise. Even with...
This is also very true.
Even with this new movie that's out, there are movie critics that are bashing it, probably because there's probably 70-year-old critics are seeing this and wanting like a deep story, and yet they're getting a fun little adventure of a blue hedgehog and a two-tailed fox.
A fox, yeah. Along with a red echidna.
I'm sure that there are non-Sonic fans that do like the Sonic movies, and
Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure there is as well.
And, they, probably because of the movie, there are probably new freaking fans that are starting to get into the franchise, that are starting to get into the franchise, and apparently there was someone, there was a kid that was suited up in Sonic gear, and him and the voice actress for Tails had this wholesome little exchange.
The tweet she tweeted out was adorable. It was wholesome as heck.
Yeah, and it's like, in freaking real life, Sonic, like so many I know about real life compared to online is that with real life, if I talked to someone about Sonic and I would have bring up Sonic Adventure 2, they would be like, "Oh man, I love that game. I played that a lot as a kid."
Oh yeah.
Or B, I played that recently on my freaking Xbox One, and I totally get why people love it so much. But online, of course, you have all the people that think that they're big and bad behind a freaking keyboard.
When in actuality, most of the time they're not.
No, trust me, I've done that whole thing too, to where, if someone ticked me off, with their opinion, I used to do the whole big, cuss them out thing, because you...
Oh.
I mean, you freaking have a screen in between you guys, so it's easy to act, all tough and...
I'm big and bad, yeah.
And... and my whole logic with this, too, is that any game can be considered bad. I'm sure that there are people that consider games on the PS3 has aged poorly.
Bad, yeah.
Even though, to be honest, the PS3, the games on the games on the the games on the PlayStation 3 and the Xbox 360 have really aged pretty well, because again, at that point, game developers finally understood how to make 3D games. I mean, they should. Right?
Yeah, they should.
And, yes, of course, those games are going to play better. And yes, if you go from, Spider-Man 2018 to, a Spider-Man game on the PS3, yes, of course that game is going to feel dated because, again, physics and graphics and frame rates have gotten so much more advanced since the PS3 that it's like night and day. The same can be said if you compare Spider-Man 2018 to Spider-Man 2 on the PS2, which, by the way, a lot of people theorize that the Spider-Man 2018 game on the PS4 took heavy inspiration from Spider-Man 2 for its web swinging. And you can see it.
Oh, really?
You can see it.
Oh, yeah, you can see it. I remember we watched a video about that.
It's a big improvement.
Oh, yeah.
And they just took that whole swinging thing and just improved upon it in in the Spider-Man 2018 game, and then they like improved it more in Miles Morales, and who knows how Spider-Man 2 on the PS5 is going to be like with its swinging mechanic.
That is very true.
You know, but going back to the whole age thing, you know, like a good example of you can complain about any old game is that, you know, I love Grand Theft Auto Vice City and San Andreas. But I've gotten so used to the modern GTA 5 and even GTA 4 controls that I have a hard time playing San Andreas now.
Which that is very understandable.
Because I hate the gun aiming in that game. I hate how you drive the vehicles in there. I hate the physics of the vehicles in San Andreas. But there's a little bit of something that I'm pretty good at, and that is adapting to any game.
This is true. He is good at adapting.
And the fact of the matter is, I can criticize any game. Like Sonic Adventure 2. The only thing I do not like about that game, that I have a big problem with, is how the Emerald hunting radar is.
Yeah, the one in SA1 was kind of better.
It was better because I was able to search for the three Master Emerald pieces all at the same time. And freaking SA2, it was one at a time, which, you know, they probably did that to make things easier, but it's like, it would be kind of cool, like, you know, like, in Pumpkin Hill, I fly up to one of the pumpkins, and it's the third emerald, you know, flashing, on, you know.
Flashing, yeah.
But on the PC, I can fix that issue myself, because there's a mod for it, to be able to do that, to allow me to be able to hunt the emerald pieces, just like in SA1. Which,
that's actually kind of cool.
You know, that's why PC mods can actually improve an older game, because it's a known fact that Sonic Adventure DX PC's port is actually worse than the GameCube port. And now, granted, again, I'm not complaining about the GameCube port. I love the GameCube port, but the PC version had a lot of problems.
Yeah, it did.
It was a lot more buggy. I died a lot more in the PC version than I did in the GameCube version.
Wow. Okay, that I didn't know.
And fun fact, all the versions that are on modern consoles, they're actually based off the PC version. And funny enough, I have that exact same PC version that they use for the bases.
Yeah, you do.
Before Steam had it, I had a physical, you know, disc version of Sonic Adventure DX for the PC. And, you know, the mod community back then couldn't do as much as what the mod community can do now, like porting Sonic Adventure 2 into Sonic Adventure, porting Sonic Heroes into Sonic Adventure. That's just insane. But with a mod manager, I can actually turn the game into a more definitive game to where it fixes the glitches. And it fixes a lot of stuff. But here's the thing though, yes, I do plan on playing with the Dreamcast models. That's my choice, because I feel like when you have the Sonic Adventure 2 models sitting next to the Echidna Tribe models, there's too big of a contrast in quality there.
You aren't wrong.
And obviously, you know, that's my opinion, that I prefer the Dreamcast version of Sonic Adventure over DX for that reason. Now, again, I love the models that they use in DX a lot better than how they looked in the Dreamcast. But aesthetically, I think the Dreamcast model fits the game a lot more.
More better, yeah.
And that's just my opinion, you know? We know people that were totally fine with the models in DX, and that's totally cool. I like it too. I'm not hating on it. I'm just simply stating that to me, aesthetically, there's too much of a art direction clash.
He's not wrong on that.
But to sum up my whole problem with this whole situation, there was a video I saw once to where it was literally called the first bad Sonic game or the last good Sonic game. And that's the perfect way to sum up this whole problem with people all of a sudden being like, SA2 sucks.
I mean, you aren't wrong. It is the perfect way to sum it up.
Here's the thing, though, you guys, is that there are people that do prefer SA2 over SA1, and there are people that do prefer SA1 over SA2.
This is very true.
Number 2, okay, a lot of people still hold SA2 in high regard. Why do you think people won't shut up about a freaking Sonic Adventure 3? Even though that we've had multiple Sonic Adventure 3s.
This is true.
It's because Sonic Adventure 2, they loved the Sonic Adventure and Sonic Adventure 2 so much that they wanted Sonic Adventure 3. Now again, do I think it's ridiculous that there are Sonic fans out there that won't give the older games a chance and the newer games a chance because of their, stubbornness of being like, you know what? If you guys don't give us a Sonic Adventure 3, we riot.
We riot. We ain't playing any of the other games. Well, I hate to put it to you guys. You're kind of missing out.
Especially Sonic Unleashed, Sonic Colors, and Sonic Generations. I mean, I'm sorry, but actually, no, I'm not. But you guys are missing out. I'm just saying.
A lot.
And Sonic Adventure 2 has it definitely has technology improved to the point that Sonic Adventure 2 does seem dated. Well, yes and no. Yes, because, games don't age. Tech, it's just that one of those, because Sonic Adventure 2 was a product of its time. Now, if you want to say, control-wise and graphics-wise, if Sonic Generations is a better game than Sonic Adventure 2, well, obviously, yeah. Again, game developers now have a understanding with 3D gaming, 3D polygon-based games, and they should with how long
exactly.
But Sonic Adventure 2 is not a bad game just because it's, old. It's what people like to, love to say.
Call it.
It is a game that introduced a lot of cool... Actually, there's probably, let me just give you 10 awesome things that Sonic Adventure 2 gave us. A better Child Garden.
This is true.
That if they were to do, if they do a Child Garden in Frontiers, they could improve upon the Child Garden in SA2 and make it even better.
Yeah, they actually could.
The freaking level designs is top notch. It introduced grinding. It's the first Sonic game with grinding. The music. The boss fights are fun. One of my favorite boss fights being the egg golem. boss.
Oh, yeah.
Which, fun fact, that was actually inspired by those golems in Sonic 3 and Knuckles in that sand level, to where you had to like get him into like the sand so that he could sink.
Really? Now that's cool.
I mean, babe, you've played Sonic 3 and Knuckles. I think you know why.
Yeah, I know. I know what you're talking about.
And I mean, it also gave us one of the coolest shoes for Sonic ever, to the point to where people actually want those shoes to come back, which is the soap shoes. And to be honest, I love Sonic's classic shoes, but I love his soap shoes.
His soap shoes are awesome.
I think, to be honest, aesthetically, I think the soap shoes fits modern Sonic better than his classic shoes.
I mean, you aren't wrong on that.
Because technically, Shadow still has his quote-unquote soap hover shoes.
That is true, he does.
Now, obviously, they did do that for, marketing reasons, because Soap and Sega had this whole promotion
deal thing. Yeah.
And I do know that Sonic, meant to have his classic shoes originally. It gave us Rouge the Bat. It gave us a deeper story.
It gave us a lot of stuff.
It gave us... What else did they give us in Sonic Adventure 2? Let's see here. Oh, yeah.
I mean, Shadow got introduced.
I know that this is... Actually, I was going to save that for last.
Well, I already tossed it out there. My bad.
Going with the music, it gave us Live and Learn.
Oh God, yeah.
Which became one of Crush 40's most staple songs, to the point they end their shows with it sometimes. They either end it with Live and Learn, or they'll do Live and Learn and What I'm Made Of.
Yep.
Sonic Heroes. And of course, number 10, of course, Mizu already said it, but Shadow the Hedgehog. One of the most popular Sonic characters, the second most popular character, and besides Sonic, he's probably the most popular character, not counting Sonic. And not to mention, Sonic Adventure 2, to me, is the start of what I call the Project Shadow arc, to where it deals with Shadow having some awesome character development. From, where, and just in case anyone doesn't know what I mean by that, to me, the Project Shadow arc, or Shadow's arc, deals with Sonic Adventure 2, Sonic Heroes, Shadow the Hedgehog, and Sonic 06. You quite literally see his character grow.
This is very true, you do.
Yes, we can get into the fact that Shadow's character development kind of went to the wayside once the new VAs took over, the 4Kids, Rose and all that, because of a change of writers. But the fact is that Shadow is is a character that I started voiced on this channel. So yeah, I mean, this channel wouldn't exist without Sonic Adventure 2. Not only that, it wouldn't exist without the Sonic OVA, because that was my first start with Sonic. I remember watching the Sonic OVA with my best friend, and that's how I got into Sonic. And then after that, I remember him playing SA2. On his GameCube.
That is very true.
And I wanted to play it. That was my most wanted GameCube game when I got a GameCube, was SA2B.
Can't really blame you on that
and
one.
I'm sorry, but if any of you want to say that Sonic Adventure 2 has aged poorly or that it's a bad game nowadays, you know what? Put your money where your mouth is. Put a detailed comment down below on why you think it's a bad game nowadays. And don't...
Yes.
If you just say that, oh, well, it's a bad game because it has aged poorly. Oh, well, 3D Sonic has always sucked. That's going to tell me that you don't know why you think that way. You're just jumping on the...
You're just jumping on the bandwagon.
Yeah. Now, here's the thing, right? I have been harsh towards Sonic Adventure 2. I'm not going to lie, but that's because I'm able to look at games now, and I'm able to look at if I like something or not. Okay? I'm able to be critical. Now, have I stopped being critical?
This is very true.
Now, have I gone back to just enjoying stuff? Yes. But obviously, when, Sonic Frontiers comes out, I know that there's going to be people that are going to ask me what I think of the game. I'm a Sonic tuber. Whether I like it or not, I'm a Sonic tuber.
Yeah, that is true.
And, and like I said previously, some people may think oh, well, you should have you should have variety. Well, you know what? I like being a Sonic tuber. I don't feel like I'm being typecast. I accept what I am.
Yeah.
Other YouTubers are afraid of that. Accepting the content that they make. And, like I told Mizu here when that whole thing, when that one person, when that person wanted to work with her to get her, to be more successful, is that, I knew this was going to happen eventually because she's a Ruby tuber. Yes, she voices other characters, but she's more known for Ruby Rose.
Yeah.
Now, again, does that worry me about the fan base? Yeah. Especially since, in my opinion, Ruby nowadays is a big heap of crap. But I still like the characters. I still like the world. I just don't.
Yes, it's true.
I just don't like the show anymore because of how bad it is, and that's my opinion. Ruby just got to the point to where it wasn't for me anymore, and I went on and I started getting into other things. But I still love Ruby. Yang Xiaolong, no matter who she ends, no matter who she ends up with, she's still my girl. I'm sorry. I know that she's fictional, but she's my girl. I'm sorry. Sorry, Blake. Sorry, I got to her first. Sorry. Not really. You're fake. You're not actually real, so.
Oh, damn!
To many people, Sonic Adventure 2 is a special game. And I think people should maybe start not criticizing games so much. Because at the end of the day, who cares about frame rate? Who cares about graphics? Back in the day, we didn't care about that.
No, we did not care about that at all.
And to be honest, people need to stop being sidechair developers. Enough is enough, you guys. Really, let people enjoy what they want to enjoy. If you don't like Sonic Adventure 2 anymore, that's fine. Just don't ruin it for the freaking rest of us.
Yeah, don't ruin it for everybody else, people. Come on.
And the fact of the matter is, if Sonic Adventure 2 has started becoming this game that's now bad, why in the world does Sega, during their live streams and even during videos they have on their channel, they reference Sonic Adventure 2 with the music or something else? One of the hosts of the live stream, I believe her name is Katie, I believe
so as well.
She is a big fan of Chow. That whole Chow intermission.
Can't really blame her. That was her.
Yeah, that was her. She loves Chow. So,
can't,
go on.
Can't really blame her on loving child. They're adorable as hell.
So, with that said, you know, like I said about, game difficulty, you guys should be able to get used to, a game's controls. It's not that hard. It's really not. Stop making excuses. I can get used to a freaking N64 controller again. If someone sat me down, handed me the controller, and had me start playing Super Mario 64.
Yeah, it wouldn't be that hard to get used to it.
With that said, this is your very good host, Fang/VA. I don't know why I said it weird like that. Whatever. I didn't know this is a talk show. And as always, we'll see you all in the next video. Bye, guys.
Bye, guys.